Hello friends, welcome to C Space. Today in this video session we will discuss how to perform infinite scrolls in ASP.NET MVC using jQuery. So let's start. We open our Visual Studio and create a new ASP.NET MVC web project. And here we select ASP.NET MVC web applications and then we rename it jQuery, then click to OK. Now here we select empty templates and view engine as eraser, then click to OK. Now it's creating my project. So now my project is created. So first of all I connect the database with this project. So I go to Server Explorer and I already created a database for this project. This is the table where we perform the lazy load. On this table is the employee table. So first of all we connect this database with our project. So find the connection string for this database and add this connection string in my web config. Then here we go to the configurations, so connection string, it's the name to con and it's the connection string. Then it's the provider name, system.data .sql client. Now this connection string is connected with my project. So first of all I create a stop procedures for lazy loading on the view of this table. So we need to create a stop procedures for this table. Now query is open, so I write a stop procedures for this. So it's a create, it's a proc sp employee, it's a lazy load, and here we take two parameters. One is the page index, is the integer type, and another one is a page size. Then begin and select star from, it's a employee, and it's order by id, ascending order, and then it's offset, it's a page size, and then it's a page index -1, it's rows page, next it's a page size, and then rows only. Now we run this. Here we write a multiplied, it's a page size multiplied by page index -1. So now execute it. It's showing something error, so we check it. It's a page index is here. So again execute it. Now command completed successfully. So first of all, we create a classes for this. In this example I have used Adio.net, so you can use any other technologies that you like links entity frameworks. So I create a classes for this. We create a database access, and here we take a one class for this. It's the db.cs, and then here we write all the functions related to lazy loading. So firstly we write some namespaces, system.data.sql client, and using system.data, using system.configurations, right here a connection string, it's SQL connection, con is equal to new SQL connection, it's the configuration manager dot connection string, it's a con and dot connection string, it's we create a class for this. Is public create a classes for this. It's a public class, here we write it here, class, and it's employee, then cop and id, and it's string, it's email, and it's address, it's id. Now we create functions for this. Public list we take as a list, it's employee, so it's get employee, and here we take two parameters, is page index and its page size. Here we write functions. This is fill command, form is equal to new fill command, and here we write a store procedures name, and then here we pass connection object, it's command type dot command type dot store procedures, and command of parameters dot add with value. Here we provide their respected parameters values. Is page index, It's com.parameters dot add with value, and here we write a page size. So second parameters, page size, and then we write a take a list. It's a list emp is equal to new, and it's a SQL dot adapter da equal to new SQL dot adapter, and then we take a data set equal to new data set, and then da dot fill, it's a ts, then we create a for each loop. It's a data row dr ts dot tables, and it's rows. It's a list emp dot add and new employee, and then here we write all the parameters. Tr, it's integer type, so we convert it into integer dot to in 32. It's a dr, it's id types, and it's a name, it's a string, name, and address. It's email, and this for address. Now we return this list. It's a list emp. Now in next step we go to our controller, and here we add a new controller, so home controller. I'll rename it, it's home, and I add a view for this action method. Now we will set it. So I return to our controller, and here we add functions for this. It's protected. We write a render partial view functions, so it's a protected string, and it's a render. Like render partial view, we rendered the partial view to string. We convert a partial view format to as a string, and here we take parameters. It's a view name, and it's a model. So check model, and then here we write conditions is the string dot is null or empty, then say view name, it's the view name is equal to controller context dot root data dot get required string, and here we write is action is the view data dot model equal to model, it's parameters name, and then using string writers we convert all the text of partial view into as a string writer. We take one more namespace for this, gym system dot io sw equal to new string writer, and it's a view engine results, it's a view result, and it's a view engine dot find partial view, it's a controller context, it's a view name, it's not showing. It's a view name, we change it meaningful name, it's a view name, and then view context to view context is equal to new view context, it's the controller context, it's the view result, dot view, and it's a view data, and it's a temp data, and it's a sw, it's a string writer object. So all this converted into as a string. Now view result dot view dot render, it's a view context, and it's a string writer, and then we return sw string writer dot get string builder dot to string. Showing error. I think we need to remove this if because it's not returned a proper value. No, error is corrected. Now we create one more class for JSON model. It's a public class. Public class is a JSON model, and here we take a properties. It's a string type, HTML string, and we take one more property. It's a bool type. This for checking the data is available or not. No more data. Now we create a parcel view. Public action result, like it's a table row, and we firstly call the database layer. So I create object for this. It's here database layer dot db. It's a db layer equal to new, and then here we take a list db layer, not saying. We also call this as a namespace for finding the object. It's infinite query dot database access. Now we go to this list, and here we write it's a db class db dot employee, and it's for model. We write it as a model, return for CLU, and then we pass this model, and we moderate it as a child action only, and we create one more this post method, http post. It's a public action result. It's a infinite scroll, and this is the block number. It's the page size. It's a page index. It's a system dot threading sleep it dot sleep, sleep. It's 1000 for 1 second, and it's int, and it's a page size equal to provide here a 10, and it's where it's TBL Row equal to db dot we write here a function name. This function is not called because it's not a static function, so I create a statics for this static. So now we again call this, now call it, and this is the first we provide a page index, and second one is a page size, and then we take a JSON model. It's a JSON model equal to new JSON model. We call that class. It's a JSON model dot no more data is equal to, it's a TBL row dot count is less than the block size, means page size, and then JSON model dot HTML string is equal to render partial view string. Here we pass this partial view name, so table row, and we pass this variable TB row, and then return this JSON. And it's a JSON model. Now we add a partial view for this action result method. So I add a partial view. No mod is partial view is added. So I call the model and it's a list. Here we pass the class name and database access dot db dot employee class, and we take a tr, take a div, it's a t body, and provide here its value like TBL row, and then we loop through it the for each loop where items, and it's a model, it's a tr, and then here we provide all the values. So first one is item dot id, and it's item dot name, it's item dot email, it's item dot address. Now we go to our view page, it's index.html, and here we create a table, it's a table, and it's provide id, it's a TBL data, and it's a t head, it's a th, its id, its name, this for email, and this for address. Now we add some files for designing Bootstrap and jQuery. So I add a folders for this. It's a resource, and we copy this Bootstrap and the jQuery files. So I attach this, and one for the jQuery files, and here we add a class for the designs. This TBL tables responsive tables stripped table tables, it's bordered, now we create a rows for this. It's T body, its it is equal to TBL body, and here we render a partial view. Let's say HTML dot render action. We write this as a table row. It's a partial view name, and here we write this a controller. It's a home controller, and here we pass a model. It's the model, it's equal to, it's a model, let's come a bit new. We also create for this loading, we create a loading image. It's loading, and it's a loading div. It's style equal to text elegant. It's center, and displays none, and it's merging bottom. It's 20px. And we also here show a image for loading. So I copy this image, and we paste it all resource folder. Now we write a script. We firstly take variables. It's page index equal to 2, and because it first is already loaded to here, and it's where no more data, is equal to false, and where in progress is equal to false, and then it's a window dot scroll, and here we take function if dollar window dot scroll top, it's number dollar dollar. It's here we find id. Here we set the id of this parcel view. It's TBL row dot height, and it's divided by 2, and it's no more data, and not in progress. In progress is equal to true. No, it's in a progress, and it's loading div dot so it's displayed, and it's where cat is equal to not where cat, it's dollar dot post, and it's url dot action, here we write action name. Our action name is infinite scroll, and here we provide a controller name. It's a home controller, and here we provide their parameters. Their parameters name is page index, and this is the page index. Now we take a function data page index is equal to, we increase this page index plus 1 and no more data is equal to data dot no more data. It's a dollar. Now here we provide IDs of this T body dot append. It's a data dot HTML HTML strings and then we hide this loading div and its progress in progress is equal to false. I think here we provide IDs is ID TR row and this provide to here it's a TBL row. We append it into this T body and we go to our this parcel view. So I think we remove it this TBL row because it's already declared. Now we go to our home controller and here we call that functions. So I write it, so it's a page index is equal to 20. So I think 20 is sufficient for all the window scroll. So where it's row data is equal to db dot get employee. Here we pass a block means a page index and this for page size it's it's a page size and then this pass this value to row data. So here we also change their value names 20. So now we rebuild this. It's showing error. We go to that errors and it's here because this static method, so it's not called that function, so I write it here and we also pass this command because it's not pass this command object. Now we run this page. All data first 20 data is loaded, so we scroll down, it's again load 20. When you scroll down, it's automatically load all the data. and this is the end of the all the records. So this is all the for the how to infinite scrolls in ASP.NET MVC using jQuery. So this is the first page where we load the data, and here is the partial view where we first time it's loaded. It's a partial view name, and this for a controller, and this for model name. uh, this is the loading div. When the progress is when it is in a progress it's so, and when progress is finished we hide it. And this for is the functions, jQuery functions. We where we call all the functions is the page index, and this for uh, finding that the data is available or not. If the data is not available then it's false. This is a TBL row, means we scroll down to the half of the screens. When we reach to the half of this t body, then it's automatically call this function. This is the post methods where we call these functions. It's a infinite scrolls to this function. It's an infinite scroll. This page index, and when data is loaded we append all the records into t row, means this t body, and this for all the functions related to this for infinite scrolls functions where we called with the help of jQuery, and this for a partial view, and this function for converting all the partial view HTML into as a string format, and we append to the t row. This for a page first page where we call the value. First time we loaded 20 records, and all the functions where we call the lazy road records. This is the database access class, and this for imply. So I will provide all the source code into the description of this video. So if you like my videos, please click on subscribe buttons and hit like buttons. So if you want to get latest notifications of my videos, so click on subscribe buttons. Thanks, we will meet in next video session.